Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers. The round pegs in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify.
The reason that we decided on Smart Mirror was because we had a lot of small AI-related ideas like horoscope, weather, maps, timetables that we could connect into one platform, which is the Smart Mirror. One of the group members had some previous AI experience related to smart mirrors. That's why we decided to go for that, because he already produced a prototype one that we could use for this project as well.
Once we had the initial idea of the Smart Mirror, we then decided to create a Gantt chart which will easily organise all of the tasks which we had set. All of these tasks were then related to who was good at what code and who would be better suited for that job. The jobs were, for example, like coding or project management, sort of thing like that, and the actual code that we learned was JavaScript and TypeScript.
The criteria for our test was a simplified version of the original Turing test, which was basically we would give the user 2 minutes to use our mirror, and afterwards we would ask them when they felt they were talking to a human and when they thought they were talking to the computer. That would fill in the rest of the response. Whenever they felt they were talking to a human, that would be counted as a pass, unless the circumstances where there would be no instances where they felt they were talking to a human, which would be a case of failure.
In regards to our staging, originally we needed some way of trying to convince the user that they might be possibly talking to a human. So we originally came up with the idea of connecting to a virtual assistant somewhere in the world. Maybe it's some kind of company, that a smart mirror company.
Hi, I'm Adam. Thank you for purchasing one of our mirrors and subscribing to our GP14 virtual assistant services. We would like to take a few moments to direct you in using the mirror. You can replay this at any time with a command. At GP14, we have dedicated employees who are working to respond to all customer queries.
What's the weather like today?
°12 and mostly sunny in Lincoln today.
Then after a meeting with Jason Bradbury, we realised that it might be easier to do it with a foreign student, because a foreign student will inevitably structure their sentences differently to what an English person would. So basically, in our staging now for the mirror is that when you first turn on the mirror, it will connect to a foreign student somewhere else in the world, and then this foreign student will type out responses to what you ask the mirror. Its typed out response will be then sent to the mirror, and the user is led on to believe that the mirror is trying to translate all the text. In translating the text, if they get a partial translation, the user is told the mirror will fill in some of the information. If not, if it can't get any translation whatsoever, it will just output a generic response to try and flow on the conversation to what's been previously said. This leads to a dynamic conversation where the user can have with the mirror, and it leaves no possibility of the user being misled into thinking that it's an AI, because the user is always told that it's a human.
Our first prototype, we thought we'd make a smaller mirror. That allows it to be more portable and greater mobility, so we can move it to uni without carrying loads of wires and needing a bigger bag. It was also modular, so we could change bits any time we wanted. We could also update the mirror.
This is the photo that we overlay onto the monitor to give it a reflective appearance. This is the Raspberry Pi that we use to power the web front of the computer. This is the monitor that will display the white and black elements of the web page. And this is the frame that will be used to hold it all. This is the first prototype we did. We used a lightweight laptop monitor, which meant we had to buy a LCD controller to power it. And this is the Raspberry Pi that will output all the web front and host its own server.
So for the final mirror, we wanted to make it larger as it's more impressive and something that you could actually have in your home. And added to this, we made all the components fixed, so there was no wires hanging about and it only needed one wire to get power to it.
This is our second prototype. As you can see, it's bigger than the first one. We decided to go with using a Raspberry Pi 2 as it uses the ARM7 binaries for the processor. This means we can use a nice web front and have more computational power. Hello.
Hello there, how can I help you?
How are you this morning?
Is it morning already? I am fine, thank you.
Read me more about that news.
The content of the article title on your screen reads, "Sensitive information held by police and prosecutors is being lost because evidence is still being shared on computer disks, a report finds."
Joke.
What do you get when you cross music and an assistant?
What?
Band-Aid.
We did testing with students from other areas and subject areas in the university, and of the 7, all passed our version of the Turing test. In further conversations, 6 out of the 7 were convinced that they were talking to a human.
Hello?
Hi there.
How are you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. How are you?
What's the weather like today?
-12°C and cloudy in Lincoln today.
How old are you?
Old enough.
Tell me a joke.
What do you get when you cross the country in an automobile?
I don't know.
What do you get?
Me either.
Tell me another joke.
You must be joking.
What's your favourite colour?
My favourite colour is orange. What is yours?
Purple.
What do you have that is purple?
Everything.
That is a lot.
Does a turtle eat meat?
If it's a Ninja Turtle.
What is a chair?
I don't think you've ever going to get it.
A chair is a piece of furniture used by bipeds for sitting.
What do you think about? Alex is thinking then typing.
I think about all the people I chat with on the web.
Oh, that's good. Do you like pizza?
Yes, I like to eat pizza. My favourite topping is pepperoni.
Do you like cheese?
Yes, I like cheese, especially cheddar.
Wow.
What's your favourite sweet?
I don't have a favourite sweet.
Directions from Lincoln to London.
Ooh.
They should be on your screen.
Wow.
Questionnaire?
About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.